in Mittenrahm, back in the Brakenrahm, and we're looking at the completed Cyclops, the poly and the Themis. Didn't go too badly. I think I do slightly regret not making them thinner, but they are quite thin anyway. It's deceptive. They look quite bulky from the side, but they're very slender. Carrying out my ideas for the weapon, fading the white through pink to black. Felt I had to put this in to close up the middle a little bit, make it look a little bit less flimsy. I'm not actually sure how far along these are. Where's the name? Yeah. Themis. I think I just misspelt them. Yeah, poly. This kind is slightly misspelt, but not really. I'm not sure what I decided to do about this. I think I mentioned in the last video I was talking about the Cerberus being put at the cultist base. Yeah, this is still called the Death Caves. Anyway, so after completing Cyclops, I went on to do the barges that were supposed to be in between, following through on a plan to basically have one medium size and then two notably smaller vehicles, essentially. A lot of design features weren't planned. I hadn't intended to incorporate any in stone originally. I just struck on the idea of having quite an elaborate underside. Didn't go too badly. Decided to put the rockets on, kind of leaving me wondering what the hell this is supposed to be, because, you know, on the big ones, it's meant to be a rudder, and actually I'm meant to bend these, because these should be turned to support the sail direction. But these are completely fixed, so can't really be a rudder. Well, on the other hand, they ought to have a rudder. So, yeah. I began changing them up, giving them more, less, giving them some uniqueness. I don't think any of them are exactly the same, either in terms of the length or the front. And I think they all have a unique underside. There are three large and, well, yeah, large barges, 3 large barges and 6 small barges. I didn't do anything fancy with the sails. And these are the final ones. So after this, the only thing left to do was the Void Dragons, which, as you're looking at this, that is a problem. Let's try and swap it with some blackstone. Yeah, So originally this was entirely bone. Sorry, rather this fading between the pink and the white and the black, mimicking what I did for the Cyclops weapon. This was a secondary idea after I felt that the bone left them too white, stood out far too much with all of the darkness. After trying one this size, I tried one this size. As you can see, he's not actually finished. I'll get to why in a minute. And again, he was done entirely in bone. And then the following day I logged up this idea that I put in a gradient borrowing from the weapon. And I feel like it actually went really well. This would look really nice afterwards, so I was like, yeah, that's better. And I'm thinking again now, I'm still not happy with the small one, but I'm not really happy with the pose. It's difficult to pull off what this contains in such a small space. But I am thinking that basically there'll be 2 more of these and half a dozen of these spread all along. But I also think they need to be moved. This one maybe not too bad, but I think another one needs to go up here, and then another one down here. But I was a little frustrated by this point. The form had come out nice, but once I swapped the colours, it was like, okay, I feel better about that now too. It didn't seem so weird in amongst everything else. But yeah, I decided it was not probably best to move on to the Grey Knight fleet, get the bulk of their fleet in place, which is going to be one big one, 2 to 3 smaller vehicles, which won't be ships anymore. More on that in obviously later videos. And then there'll be bombers and fighters, which was always planned, in slightly larger number than barges, because the bombers and fights need to match the dragon contingent as well as the barges, which I think would leave me needing 6 and 12, which I may not go so much into making them all unique. Maybe they could be, knights were supposed to maintain their own armor and weapons, so maybe the Grey Knights individually maintain their own vehicles, and so the vehicles tend to be all unique because they don't have a production line for them. But in the meantime, I've started the first and largest of the Grey Knight vessels. Somewhere. This was a pain. I had to do some serious movement of the initial frame, trying to figure out where the it was only in what looks like a rectangle, but I had to keep moving it and moving it and moving it and moving it. I think I nearly spent 2 hours just moving a rectangle to try and get the thing in the right place before I started. As you can imagine, it's not something I want to move at this point. So this is evolved. I went and double checked the Colossus and discovered I'd actually made a mistake building the Gorgon to match it and made it too wide. Well, it's wider rather. I didn't do the vehicle any harm, but this one I've reduced back down to the 5. However, I started for maybe it was too thin, maybe. I've added on. Then just decided I would add on things to the side, and it hit me when I lay this out. I was just like, just make it look like a cathedral, the whole thing. Well, I won't do that, but just kind of build a cathedral in the middle. I mean, the Colossus has one anyway, but it's just a church really on that central point. And this will look a little more elaborate. And then, yeah, I think this is going to be longer than the Colossus. It may actually come out bigger. It's hard to say. I think I need 160 blocks to overtake the Colossus. And I was pretty close to it with just the core structure before I put the engine on, because the original core structure stopped. Actually, in fairness, it stopped there, so then we only added about 10 blocks on the back. And the front piece still needs to be done, so that's going to actually stick out maybe a little bit more, so it may come in just a tiny bit shorter than the Colossus. I'm not sure you can see the Colossus like this. Like if I were to position myself relative to the Colossus, I'm not entirely sure you would be able to see the back properly. Not just because there's stuff in there, but you know. I've got this going on. Green is the original, red is a test today, and orange is an immediate second test. I wasn't happy with how uncircular this looked, and the fact that, yeah, if I wanted the walkways coming off, which I do, they would need to be only 3 across, which I kind of wanted to 5, but I don't think it's essential anymore. So the red one creates a much bigger curve. The orange one, rather. I don't know if it's too big. It didn't look too bad when I saw it just now. As you can see, the orange comes up under here, red's here, and the green one's tucked in, taking out the corner of the hovering mechanism, which, as usual, been given a nice pan. Yeah, it's not going too bad. It's coming along, and obviously still doing the decks. Literally at this point, sweeping along each deck in turn, so I'll go all the way back here and then come all the way back and start again. Although, actually, once this is the main deck level, so once I'm maybe up here, I may build this first. Get it done, so that if anything, so that if I do any kind of decoration or bits that get stuck on, I'm not going to be butting up against something I've already built. Yeah, I think that's sensible. My old machine is a G1000 series GPU and an i5 with 4 cores. Now I'm on a 5000 series, maybe a 570, and i7 20 core. So when I turned it on, the fans were going mental. For some reason, the BIOS had the fans permanently on 100%. It was like, what? They got turned down, so they're now running it on a curve. And even then, the curve was still just a little bit too high on the starting point. Like, my core temperature now is 40-ish on both the GPU and the CPU, and minimal usage for both. 20% on the GPU, 10% on the CPU, and yeah, it's doing quite well, obviously. See how noisy it gets when I turn up and render distance. I did put it on 32, but I hadn't readjusted the fans the second time, so it got really noisy. Well, I'm assuming I'm going to be able to move around without normal lag. I mean, that is barely increased. Look at the numbers again. CPU temperatures jumped 3 more degrees. GPU is going up as well. Fans don't seem to be paying much attention. Usage seems about the same. See what happens when I move around. Let's take a look at that first. Yeah, it's not too bad. You can see that the Void Dragon's kind of buried now, and wire was probably a little weird when it was all white, or mostly white. Wire would probably look better if I put one up here, and one in here, and then the smaller ones in an S shape. The other reason I've actually left the small stuff is because when I put the fighters in, I do want to have a little bit of a clash between some of the fighters and the Void Dragons. So it was like, okay, well, I'd probably best have the ships in place first. I think I mentioned as well in the previous video, I would like it if this one was further forward. But, you know, it can be adjusted most easily with world edit. I'd rather not pack it up in a structure lock. It's far too much effort. Let's go around and take a look. Still see all the ships. Okay. From that there starts to fade. Yeah, it's not bad. Seems to be holding up quite well. I'll probably drop it down to 16. I really don't have any reason to be on 32 while I'm building. It's really just well, hey, let's take a look at this when it's on a higher setting. But yeah, so I'll say a deer. I'll probably cut out most of that crap. Oops, ignoring word. Just as well I never say my stuff is fit for children. But yeah,